Hello everybody out there in the internet world, comic book community and YouTube community, and welcome to a special advanced comic book review. That's right guys, I talked about this comic during the live cast, and as you can see from the title above me, it is the horror graphic novel one shot. But before we get into the comic book, I would like to thank once again Big City Comic Studios for sending this comic book out to me. I really appreciate it. I love the Frisbee or the background thing that I'll be using in my comic reviews as much as I appreciate you guys sending me a 1 out of 100 signed copy of Horror. I really appreciate that. It's signed by Jeffrey Kaufman and Marco Turini. And before we get into the book, just want to give you guys the specs on it. The publisher of the book is actually Zenescope, a really nice publishing company, really great publishing company, and we will be talking a lot more about Zenescope in the future, trust me. But the writer of the book is Jeffrey Kaufman. The artist is Marco Turini. I hope I'm saying your names right. Colorist is James Brown. I'm not joking, that's his name. He's done coloring work for IDW's G.I. Joe series. Letterer is John Hunt, and cover art is by Felix Serrano and Jeffrey Kaufman. Felix Serrano is also known for Thief of Thieves, and Marco Turini is also known for Marvel's Squadron Supreme and Astonishing Tales. And let's get into this book. Now, of course, we are not doing an in-depth review about this because this book is being released on... It originally was going to be released on September 5th, 2012, but for those of you who follow Zenescope's Twitter, which you guys should, the book was actually pushed forward a week, and it's now being released on September 12th, 2012. And the main character in this book is Jacob Mars. He works for the CIA, or at least he did, until in the very beginning of the issue the CIA drops him. And basically he is a man, the title says it all, who is a whore. He will do anything for the right price. And throughout this entire book, every other night he's with somebody else in bed, if you know what I mean. And yes, female. For those of you degenerates out there that I know are thinking about something. And every other day he's doing something else for somebody else. My favorite scene was when he was playing basketball with President Obama himself. He actually paid to hear somebody call his shit, basically. That was basically the whole point. He paid somebody to call his shit. He also plays as a bodyguard. There's another messed up part where one of his enemies hires him to do something. Won't say what. But basically, pardon my language, and first of all, this is for mature readers only. This is definitely not your kid's book. This is definitely not a kid's book. And as you guys see, it's by Zenescope and also Big City Comic Studios. This is definitely not a children's book, so this is definitely for people, I'd say, by the age of 16 you should know all this stuff. So for ages 16 and up, I'd say it's worth a check out. You know, he's an asshole. The guy is a real jerk throughout this entire book, and you know, you don't get the backstory why until you reach the middle of the book, and that's when they actually go back in time and they explain that. I love when books explain the why. You know, you see in the beginning of the book, this guy's a jerk, this guy is sleeping around, he'll do anything for the right price, and you're like, how did he turn out this way? And certain books don't tell you. This book takes time out in the story, stops the story, and as in a flashback, explains the entire thing on how he became the way he is today. And a character from his past does make an appearance in his future. I won't say how. I'm, once again, not spoiling this book. This book is definitely a book for those of you guys out there that like something a little different in your lives, a little bit interesting. It's a one-shot. It's not an ongoing series. It's not a mini-series. It is a one-shot book. I would definitely recommend checking this out, especially the part where he's working a dog show. Yes, that's right. He's paid to work, not in the dog show, but he's basically being paid by one of the dog owners. And it's all really awesome. And all the stuff he does throughout this entire book all comes to, it all circulates around one thing. And the ending of this book will leave your jaw dropped. Everything he's done in this book was for a reason, and the person in the end that's been giving him the jobs is an even bigger jaw dropper. And the ending is basically what it keeps the character in character. You have very good characterization of every single character in this book. You have a very interesting story that grips a person to want to stay on this book until they make it to the very, very end. And you have really, really good artwork as well. I would definitely give this book Out of 5 stars, I would say 4, maybe 3.5 out of 5 stars. Is it a book I would have picked up if I had seen it just sitting on a shelf? Obviously, covers are misleading, especially the word. Probably not, but I'm actually pleasantly not surprised, because I'm very happy that I actually had the chance to read this book. It was a very interesting read. It was a very good read. I leave it up to you guys. It's definitely between the 3.5, 4-star rating, in my opinion. If you guys go to your local comic shops on September 12th, you'll be seeing this on your comic shop shelves. Midtown Comics is definitely going to have this on their order list. Give it a check out. See if you like it. The book is a $9.99 book, though. It is a graphic novel one-shot. So, and it's a pretty thick book. You basically get your money's worth. It's pretty hefty. So, it's up to you guys. For the price of $9.99, though, I'd say give it a try if you're interested. It is, I forgot how many pages. It actually says how many pages the book is somewhere. It is 104 pages. So for 104 pages, you're getting your money's worth, especially because a normal $5 book is half of that. So basically, you're getting your money's worth. You're getting double the pages for... And it's a really nice book. The title is definitely... The title basically describes the main character. It is not about a whore, per se. So, yeah. It's a very... When I saw the book at first, guys, I understand what you're thinking. You're thinking the title's name is Whore. I mean, come on. How much further? If you look over the title and you actually give the book a chance, you might actually enjoy it. So guys, I leave it up to you. If you're interested in this book, give it a check out on September 12th. Like I said, publishers are Zenescope, and it comes from Big City Comic Studios. Thank you again, Big City Comic Studios, for sending me a signed copy. I really appreciate it. I enjoyed the read. And I look forward to seeing what comes out of your companies next, especially Zenescope. Zenescope has a lot of awesome books, like the Grimm Fairy Tales, Irresistible, and they also do Charmed, which was a TV series for those of you who don't know, but if you don't know, really. And they also do Grimm Tales, Myths, and Legends. There's a lot of good books that come out of Zenescope. And we'll talk more about Zenescope later, trust me. You'll see. And, yeah, so give it a check out if you're interested. If not, it's up to you guys. I leave this book up to you guys. As I do on my comic book reviews, either I say get it, don't get it, or it's up to you. This book, especially because it is a book that's really out of the way and it's for mature readers, I leave it up to you guys to decide whether you want this book or not. I enjoyed it for the artwork, and I enjoyed it for the substance of the story, and I love a story that always explains certain things that you question from the beginning of the book. And that's exactly what this book did. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, show YouTube you enjoyed it by giving it a favorite. There's a subscribe button above this video. If you haven't already, hopefully you will click that subscribe button, because there's a lot of videos coming, big things in the future. Comments, love them. Likes, dislikes, questions. If it is the week of the 12th and you picked this book up, what did you guys think of it? Leave comments below on what you thought of the book. And yeah, that's about it. So guys, take care, keep reading, keep collecting, and I will see you guys really soon for another video. Don't forget guys, September 12th, this will be on your shelves. Take care.